Hi again. So the next question of this class example was number 8, and it's probably the most difficult one because it's a multi-product scenario. In other words, where a company is selling more than one product. From 1 up until 7, it was all assuming we only sell one product. In this scenario, basically says that the class, the reason the other class doesn't want to attend because they don't drink wine, they do eat cheese, so there's a combined cheese and wine tour. So they say the price per cheese ticket is 125 to be fair, but the wine farms will only charge 65 rand per cheese ticket. So effectively, whether you go on the wine tour or the cheese tour, you're going to have to pay 125. However, the variable cost, which is what the wine farms charge, will be 65 rand for a cheese ticket, and as we know, 80 rand for a wine ticket. Now, effectively, to answer these questions and this a question like this, and we're probably going to do this question over 2 videos, but you can still start with using the equation. So the only difference is you're going to have a selling price for, let's call it product A, then you need a variable cost for product A, and then a selling price for product B, as well as a variable cost for product B. So selling price of product A, variable cost of product A, selling price of product B, and a variable cost of product B. Okay. Now, very important, fixed cost is not dependent on product A or product B, because fixed cost is not dependent on a product, so it's not linked to a specific product. So therefore, there's no fixed cost for product A and fixed cost for product B. And in this case, our quantity will be unknown. Okay. Now, in order to solve these two products, the important thing that you need is you need a ratio, which can either be into what is known as a weighted average, and we're going to cover both average or a batch. Okay, so in this case, the ratio needs to be given. So in this case, if they tell you an initial survey of the class indicates that twice as many students will be interested in cheese tasting than wine tasting. So in other words, if you apply the weighted average, just going to summarize weighted average, that means effectively it's 2:1. So cheese is equal to 2/3, because it's 2:1, and wine is 1/3. So effectively, let's say there's 3 students. 2 of those students will do the wine tasting, and one of them will be 2 of the students will be the cheese tasting, and one of the students will do the wine tasting. If we take the batch approach, then cheese equals 2 and wine is 1. So basically, by giving you that, they are giving you your ratio, and all depends on whether you want to apply the weighted average approach or the batch approach. So now I'm going to show you how simple it is. You still just apply this formula. Only difference is now we're going to have selling price of let's call it small a, times quantity minus variable cost of small a times quantity. Then, because we have 2 products, we're also going to add the selling price of B times the quantity minus the variable cost of B times the quantity. Okay, so, and then in front of, let's call that bracket, and that is all for product, that's all for product A, and that bracket that bracket for product B, and remember fixed cost is not linked to a product. Then all that happens here is in front of this bracket you put the ratio there for A, and in front of this bracket you put the ratio for B, and that is depending on which method you choose. So if you choose the weighted average, this will be the weighted average for A and the weighted average for B. Obviously if you put weighted average here, you must do weighted average there. Okay, or you do the batch for A, and in front of bracket it's the batch for B. Alright, so we'll end this video for now. In the next video I'll just show you how we apply this multi-product or ratio approach to solve part 8. See you soon.